You know, there's a strange holiness in how God sees. Where I see ruin, He sees roots. Where I see failure, He whispers foundation. He called my shame profound, not because the pain was pretty, but because it was true. And truth, no matter how ugly, is the starting point of redemption. In His sight, my collapse wasn't the end, it was the unveiling. It was the moment the mask fell and what was real could finally breathe. We're trained to hide our wounds, to smile through the bleeding, to dust the rashes before anyone notices. But what if? What if exposure was never punishment? What if being seen completely, nakedly, vulnerably is what invites healing? God doesn't turn His face when I'm undone. He turns towards me, calls that unraveling sacred, and names it the soil of rebirth. My shame in His light becomes testimony. Grace doesn't edit your story, it redefines it. The scars do not vanish, they glow. The same mouth that trembled in guilt now sings in gratitude. The same heart that once hid in fear now beats with purpose. It's not denial, it's divine recycling. He takes what was broken, bends it into blessing, and makes beauty remember where it came from. This is why I can stand unashamed, not because I am spotless, but because I am seen and still chosen. My shame is no longer a secret, it's scripture in progress. When He called it profound, He called me profound. He called the journey, the scars, the storms, a masterpiece still being painted. And that's the miracle of grace. He didn't erase my shame, He repurposed it. And now I know nothing about me is wasted. Not the nights I drowned in questions, not the years I mistook silence for absence. Every moment of shame was a doorway to knowing Him deeper. Every tear was an altar. Every stumble was instruction in disguise. He was never even disgusted by my mess. He was determined rather to make meaning of it. He reached down into the chaos I called myself and built a cathedral of grace right there. So when they ask how I survived, I'll say, because He called my shame profound. Because He looked at what I thought was unworthy and said, "This too shall shine." Now I no longer run from my own reflection. I meet it, raw, human, forgiven, and I whisper to the man I've become, "You are not what you hid from, you are what He healed through." So I rise, not to prove, not to perform, but to become, to live loud enough for grace to echo, to walk unashamed through the ruins He rebuilt, and to remind the world that nothing is too broken to be beautiful again. He called my shame profound, and I finally believe Him.